What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going through our Battle Royale draft to see what kind of players we like to take and what my strategy really is when going through a Battle Royale draft. And I've played a lot of Battle Royale this year, and I think I figured out the meta. So I'm just going to jump right into it. We have gone 12-0 once this year so far and a bunch of 12-1s, and I think I really figured out what the move is. So first round right here, I'm always going to go a pitcher here. I know if you get Mickey Mantle, it'd be tempting to take him, but you can really hit with anyone. You rake with Miguel Sano's and the Rhys Hoskins and the Edwin Encarnacion. So right here, you really can't go wrong with Kluber or Raleigh. I tend to lean Raleigh because I feel like I can use my relief pitchers more than my starter. I feel like the starter's energy gets really depleted, and right now I'm just going to go with Raleigh. Alright, round 2. I don't really like this round. So we have Forrest Whitley. He does throw a sinker, a changeup, and a cutter. Alright, actually, never mind. We're going Forrest Whitley. You really want to target pitchers with those sinkers and cutters, as they are the meta this year. They are so overpowered. Billy Wagner doesn't have either of those, just a slider and a curveball, and these hitters really aren't that good. So Forrest Whitley it is. Alright, we got our first silver round, and as soon as my eye sees Jock Peterson, I know I'm going to take him. He's one of those silvers that I automatically take no matter really who else is on the board, no matter what pitchers. So we're going to go Jock here to get our first hitter. Alright, first bronze round. So let's see, Tanner Roark, he doesn't throw a sinker or cutter. Rob Brantley is really bad. Jed Jerko isn't bad, and Mikal Franco isn't bad. He could be a possible pinch hitter against righties. So right now I think we're going to go Franco because I think we can get a better third baseman down the line. When your bronze and common rounds aren't really that great and you need to take a position, try and take a position where you know you're probably going to get another player. So you try not to do catcher too much. I feel like I don't get catchers too often, but like a second base, third base, and any outfield position are the ones that you could take to replace later. So our next gold round, we got Chad Green in the bullpen. He throws a slider and a splitter. That's not bad. Clevenger doesn't throw either of those pitches either, so I think I'm going to go Santana here. He has a little more pop than Tatis. I just like the switch hitting aspect of it, so we're going to go Santana. Another bronze round. So right now we might be able to burn a pitcher spot. Don't like his pitches that much. Bobby Wilson's not that good, neither is Florial. So I think we're going to burn a starting pitcher spot here on Dustin Beggs. Alright, gold round again. Zach Collins is a very, very good hitter, but I see Roberto Ozuna right here. We are going to take him and get another solid righty for our bullpen. Alright, another bronze round. We got this outfielder, Adam Hazley. I don't like him too much. Jody Mercer is not too bad. Robert Stock. He does not throw a sinker or anything like that. David Hale. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to burn another pitcher spot. I try to usually get 3 or 2 good starting pitchers, so we can burn another bronze one here. Alright, another silver round. We got Brandon Workman. He does throw the cutter. He doesn't really have any other pitches other than a knuckle curve. Trey Mancini has a lot of pop. Tyler Naquin's a very good outfielder. And we got Cy Young as a starting pitcher. So this is actually a tough round. I think we're going to cross Workman off the list. I think we're going to cross Naquin off the list. I'm really debating between Cy Young and Trey Mancini here. I think we can get better pitchers than Cy Young, and Trey Mancini has a lot of pop, so I think we're going to go with him. Alright, I see right here Joey Lucchesi. He definitely has a sinker and cutter. None of these silvers really stand out to me, no Sano, so we're going to take Lucchesi here and get another solid arm for our rotation. Alrighty, so right here I see Yosmerio Petit. He is actually very easy to control. He has 80 control. He might not throw the hardest, but that cutter, if you can dot it on the outside corner, it's a very good pitch and will get people to roll over a lot. These hitters aren't anything special either, so we're going to take Petit here and get another solid arm. Right here I see Byron Buxton. I actually do like taking Byron Buxton, even though he is not the power meta that people usually go with. He's a very good fender and he is very, very fast. So Jorge Polanco is another good silver card that we can get here. Ryan Yarbrough, he does have that cutter and sinker, but Yimi Garcia is also, he has a lot of good control, so he's another good pen arm if you really need him, but he doesn't throw that sinker or cutter. So I think right now we're going to go with Yarbrough and get ourselves another solid silver starter, and our rotation is done. So right now I see this bronze round, we have Javi Baez, the bronze rookie version. He's a very good card, he has a lot of pop. Ian Happ's another one, switch hitter, good pop. His fielding is really bad in center field, though I try to get good fielding outfielders when possible. I know I have Trey Mancini out there, but he's in right field, so it's not too bad. Jason Kipnis is a no. This J.B. Wendelkin, he throws a changeup and a slurve. He throws a 95. His control is 48, though. So I think right now we're going to go Javi Baez and lock down our shortstop spot and maybe get someone better later. All right, Arodys Vizcaíno is our next relief pitcher. He only really throws 2 pitches, though. Sinker, fastball, and slider. So it's really a fastball and a slider. That's really easy to read up for good players. I try to avoid players that only have 2 pitches unless they're a lefty. So right now, I think we are going to go with the good fielding Tyler Naquin. He has decent pop. He has good contact. So I think let's go with him. Right, we got another common round right here. So I think we could burn a spot in our bullpen because this guy's a lefty. Worst case scenario, who's our second or third lefty. We can burn that spot right now. All right, another bronze round. I see Lou Trevino here. He does throw that cutter. He throws basically 3 fastballs and a curveball. It's not too bad. He does throw hard, so that could be a possibility. Got Manny Pena at the behind the plate. He has very good fielding, 92, so he's a diamond fielder. His hitting though is not there. Herman Perez, second base. He's not too bad either. This is a tough one. Ty Buttery, slider, changeup. Let's see. I think we are going to go with Lou Trevino here and burn another bronze spot in our bullpen, but we have to guarantee that our next 2 bullpen spots are a solid lefty and then another silver or above righty. So no more bronzes in the bullpen because I'd like to have at least 4 good righties and 1 good lefty. We got a bronze round here. We're not going to go with the pitcher like we said. Like I said before, if you get in a position where you don't really want any of these players, I'm going to go with the positions that are easily replaceable. So a lot of people have second base as a secondary position, so we're going to take one of these second basemen. So if we do wind up getting stuck with them, I'm going to go here with Peraza. They basically have the same power. He's a little faster, so let's go with him. All right here I see Kurt Suzuki behind the plate. I like that card. He has good power behind the plate, but his fielding is horrible. Dan Winkler, he throws that cutter, but I haven't really done good with him, and I've actually rocked him every time I faced him, so he's not one that I want to take. David Robertson, on the other hand, is a great silver pitcher for your BR squads. He has very good control. I know 67 doesn't seem like it's about league average, but for some reason I could just dot his cutter up on the corner every single time. So we are going to take him here, and I think we're good on righties in the bullpen. Alright, so no righty here, Pedro Strop, Joe Smith. We're going to go with a catcher here. So I think we're just going to go with Tom Murphy. He has better power against both sides. Will Smith is really only good against righties, and he has better contact. So let's go with Tom Murphy, and he'll be our catcher. So bench spot, we got a common round. If you see anyone with good power, like right here, this Travis Jones guy, he's a 58 power against lefties, and he's a righty hitter. So we're going to take him and just use him as a pinch hitter if we really need to. Alright, another bronze round. Nothing here really stands out. We're not taking a pitcher because we need a good lefty. Ben Zobrist, he can play everywhere. Obviously, he has really good contact. Hechavarria. We're going to go with Ben Zobrist here. He has all the utility spots. He has good contact and decent fielding. So we're going to go with him. And he could play second base for us instead of Peraza if we really need him to. Alright, so it looks like we got our good lefty in the bullpen, Taylor Rogers. These hitters, if I saw like a really good hitter, I would go after it. But Taylor Rogers surpasses all of them. He throws hard as hell. He has very good control, and he throws that sinker. So we're going to go with Taylor Rogers. Right, so we got another bronze round. None of the glitchy bronzes that we got, unfortunately. Brian O'Grady has good pop versus righties. We're going to take him as a pinch hitter. All right, so we got another bronze round. Again, no glitchy bronzes, which is unfortunate. First thing I see here, I think we're going to go with Dexter Fowler with that switch hitting ability, just in case we get into a bind where we need a pinch hitter. So in our last round, we got another silver round. We got 3 outfielders and a catcher. So nobody has a secondary position in the infield, which is unfortunate. So we're going to probably have to replace one of our outfielders, or maybe find someone who could play different positions and shuffle them around a little bit. But right off the bat, I see Hunter Renfroe. He has great power against lefties as well, and he has diamond defense actually, which is awesome. He's a great fielder. So we're going to take him, and we're going to get him in our lineup somehow. Alright, so looking at this lineup, honestly, not my favorite draft in the world. We didn't get any of our glitchy silvers. We didn't get snow. We didn't get Encarnacion, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to make do. I have gone 12-0 with a team that was probably about on this level. So I want to get Hunter Renfro in this lineup somehow. He can only play left, right, or center. So we're going to try and move one of these guys into another position. Jock Peterson can play first base, so that's good to know. Naquin is still stuck in the outfield, and Trey Mancini can also play first base. And we have Carlos Santana there already, but he can play third. His fielding isn't the best, but it's doable at third base. So we're not gonna put him at catcher because we have Tom Murphy there already. So this is how we're gonna work this one out. We're gonna move Carlos Santana to third. We are going to move. I think we're gonna move Trey Mancini to first because he has the worst fielding of them all. And then we are going to be able to get Hunter Renfro into his natural position at right field. So just like that, this is the squad we're going to work with. We might switch Jose Peraza out for Ben Zobrist. He has 74 fielding, 72 fielding. Ben Zobrist just has much better contact. I think we're going to go with Ben Zobrist here for the switch hitting ability, and we'll get him in there right there. So when lineup construction comes around, this year I still like to have one of my better hitters leading off, but it's not always going to be the super big power guy that can only hit one side of the plate. Because no matter what, the first pitcher is going to have to face three batters. So as long as you have those guys in the first three spots of your order, it really doesn't matter because you're going to face the first pitcher no matter what. I mean, in the third spot, they might walk you, but other than that, you should just have the big guys in the top three of the order. So Jock Peterson will 100% be in the top three of our order because he can only hit righties. So when it comes to this line of construction, I think I'm actually going to wind up leading off Jock Peterson here because he is just, I feel like, the best leadoff hitter of the three. Hopefully we get a righty to lead off the game and go from there. So next up, I think we're going to go with Hunter Renfro. He's probably my second best hitter, third best behind Santana. So we're going to put him in the 2 spot, and then we're going to go Santana number 3. I also do like having lefty-righty switch in the first 3 hitters because that gives you every single matchup possible when it comes to the starting pitcher. If they have a glitchy lefty that comes in the game to start the game, you have Renfro and Santana. If they have a righty, you have Peterson leading off and then Santana again. So it really works out if you can have the 3 types of hitters in your first 3 of the order. I mean, not everyone's going to draft like that, but if you can, it'd be great. From there, we're just going to fill in some power behind them. So Trey Mancini's going to go in the 4 spot. I think I like to alternate between righties and lefties. I'm not a big fan of stacking righties too much, only when I really have to. So I think we're going to go Naquin in the 5 spot, Murphy in the 6 spot, and then we're going to switch Zobrist and Javi right there. So this is our lineup that we're going to rock with in Battle Royale. I'll drop another gameplay with this team after this video, see how they play. Let's take a look at our rotation. So we wound up with Lucchesi, Yarbrough, and of course Forrest Whitley. Forrest Whitley is glitchy. I've actually never used him. I'm excited to try him out and give you guys a little review of if you want to draft him or not. Then we got 2 solid lefty pitchers that can start games. When people stack those lefties at the beginning of their lineups, that could work out in our favor big time. And our bullpen is actually very, very good. I'm very happy with it. We have great pitching right now. We got Raleigh, of course, 96 overall. You can't go wrong with that pick. He's going to be our lockdown closer for every game, maybe even our opener. We got Ozuna, who's a very good gold pitcher, and a lot of people can't hit him because he throws so hard. We got a great lefty in Taylor Rogers, and we got 2 solid silvers in Petit and David Robertson. I'm very happy with this pitching. We will make do with the lineup. If anyone can hit in this game, guys. So if you don't have the best lineup in the world, it's not a big deal. If you play at Ship It or Coors Field, places like that, you will hit home runs with players like this. You don't need the Snows and the Encarnaciones and the Diamonds even. You will get hits with this team, and you can go 12-0. So leave a like, subscribe, and I will come back to you guys with a gameplay with this team in a little bit.